Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of Brain Dump. You've made it this fucking far. Like, oh my god. 5 of these, I've already done them. Crazy. We are reaching the halfway point of double digits, ladies and gentlemen. How exciting does that sound? Hopefully exciting to most of you. I am here today to discuss my crazy little movie watching habits and just like things that I rate higher than they should be. My chair is going down real fast. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. Somebody send me money so I can please have a chair that doesn't go down every 5 seconds. Would really appreciate that. But anyway, back to the episode. So we're going to be talking about my Letterboxd reviews and just Letterboxd in general. If you don't know what Letterboxd is, I'm going to do a quick little recap, quick little summary of what it is. It's basically an app that you can log in any and all movies. You can make lists of like your favorite movies, the best movies you've seen in the year, blah, 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 blah. You can rate them. You can read other people's reviews on them. The rating system on Letterboxd is out of 5 stars. So, 1 being the worst, obviously 5 being amazing, show-stopping, one of a kind, Oscar-worthy. Yeah, so that is basically Letterboxd. Anyone who is a major film person or like likes to watch movies, basically has it. So if you don't have it yet and you watch a lot of movies, it's just another way to categorize all the movies you've ever seen in your life into one beautiful little app. Now that I've spoken on what the fuck Letterboxd is and given you some context, we are going to be going into my Letterboxd personally, my Letterboxd, and we are just going to talk about questionable decisions that were made, my recommendations on movies, and so on and so forth. As a film major and someone who really enjoys watching movies, I love the Letterboxd app. Am I a patron or do I pay to be a patron? Absolutely not. I have been using the app for more than like 3 or 4 years now. Scratch it. 5 years? I can't do math. Started using it 2018. It's 2023. That would be 5 years. Right? I'm really bad at math. There's a reason I'm a film major and not a biology major. I am a woman in STEM, but the M part, the math, is not something I excelled in. Let's really quickly do the math right in front of everybody just to prove that I am not good at math and that, like, just embarrass myself further. 2018. Yeah, babes. I was right all along. 5 years. I've had it for 5 years. So there should be, theoretically, a decent amount of information on this damn app that I have posted about. Just context. You can write reviews for like the movies you see. I don't write a review unless I want to say something funny about it, or it was such a good movie or such a bad movie that I had to write something to express my thoughts. Just to preface. But with all that being said, let's jump into it. Okay. Going on my little Letterboxd app. Let's see. Okay. First thing we're going to talk about my favorites. On your Letterboxd account, you can write, or like you can put in on your account your top 4 favorite movies of all time. You can change as many times as you want, but like for most people, the top 4 is just supposed to be your favorite movies of all time, at least for me. So let's go through that. These are just movies I deem perfect, No need, like, there's literally not one flaw in any of these movies. I hold them near and dear to my heart. I've seen them at least more than once. Um, and I recommend them all to you guys. So if you've never seen any of these movies, please watch at least one of them. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. I also feel like these top 4 really like summarize the types of movies that I like to watch, and just like movies. Like, these 4 movies are like something I would like to create if I was in the film industry. Like, it's up my alley, up my realm. Like, I fuck with these heavy. Okay, first one, maybe my favorite movie of all time, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I did mention this in the first episode, but yeah, it is my favorite movie of all time. I've watched it at least 10 times. I've watched it way too much, but also not enough times at the same time. I am super excited to watch the second one coming out this year. We'll see if it holds the same standard in my head as the first one did, because the first one was absolutely beautiful, stunning, no concerns. Second favorite movie, Jojo Rabbit. I will die on a Jonah fucking hill for this movie, because this movie is so good. It's just like the perfect like historical comedy, if that makes any sense, because like that is literally the genre of this fucking movie. Like, it is perfect in every single sense. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll give a quick recap. Basically, it's set in the World War II times, and there is this child. He's the main character. He is German, because this movie takes place in Germany, I think. Yeah, it takes place in Germany. So obviously there's a lot of pro-Nazi, just pro-Germany winning World War II happening. And so this kid is so involved in this. Like, he truly, like, loves Hitler. That's his number one. And it's also directed by Taika Waititi. So if you've ever seen any of his movies, he's also made like some of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, I think, or at least he's in both of them. But he is such a good director. Love him. Oh, he also directed Thor Ragnarok, Thor Love and Thunder. If you know like his style of movies, then you might really like this one. It's just basically a comedy. We follow him through into the movie, like, with this sense of like he is so patriotic and just really would do anything for his country, do anything for Hitler. And Scarlett Johansson is his mother. It's just really funny. I really like it. I totally recommend it. I don't know what it's on. If it were me, I would watch it on the down low, on the ILLEGALLY. So if you could spell out what that was. Illegally. I would watch it illegally. If you have your website of choice, go ahead and type up Jojo Rabbit. You're in for a good time. So yeah, that's my second favorite. Oh, by the way, for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I rated it 5 stars. For Jojo Rabbit, I rated it 5 stars. Third favorite movie. This movie came out last year, is nominated for an Oscar. Rooting for this movie to win at the Oscars. Absolutely love it. Live, love, love it. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. This is another movie I would die on a hill for. Just another coming of age kind of comedy. It's just really sweet. 10 out of 10. Like, again, no concerns, no comments, like negative comments on it. It's just such a good movie. I want everyone and their mother to see it because it's so sweet and heartwarming. I rated this movie 4 stars. Where is it on? Your favorite illegal movie website. That is where it's on. You're welcome. Next up and last up in the top 4 is, drumroll, The Florida Project. You getting a vibe here. Half of my favorite movies are A24 movies. And another fun fact about me, I want to work for A24 in the future. That's my dream job. But anyway, we'll see if that happens. I would hope. You know, you can only hope. But anyway, The Florida Project is a coming of age movie about this girl. Main character's name is Mooney. It's played by Brooklyn Prince. If you've ever seen The Turning, the Lego movie, she's also in, I think. No, yeah, that's it. She's not in a lot of movies, but she's a good actress. She's so cute. I've been told that I resemble her as a child. Like, if you compare pictures of me as a child and her, we look alike. I don't know if I believe that, but yeah, anyways, the movie takes place obviously in Florida, takes place in Orlando, and it's just a really good movie. Willem Dafoe is in it. It has everything. It has fun things. It's just like you just follow a bunch of like children around for the majority of the movie, and it's just really good time. Um, yeah, I like it. It's on actually nothing. Like, the fact that all of my top 4 movies are not on a single platform, like Netflix or HBO Max, is kind of unfortunate for you viewers who don't illegally watch your movies. But for those of you who illegally watch your movies, you're fine. You can just look all these up. Okay. I gave The Florida Project a 4.5 stars because I love it. It's so sweet. Camera died. Here we are again. Yeah, love it. Recommend it. Recommend any of the movies I just mentioned. Literally, like, that is why they are in my top 4. Quite frankly. Now, we are going to go see, this is my favorite thing to bring up to people is how my rating system works, because a lot of people get really intrigued and like kind of freaked out at like how I rate things, especially like how many movies I have that are actually garbage that are like rated 5 stars. And then I have movies that are like cinematic masterpieces that like most people really, really love, but I have them rated like a 1 star or a 2 star. So I love to let people see that because I think it always makes them laugh. It always makes them question like my my stance in life. Like, it's just a good time. Always makes people question things about me, like, are you okay? Did we see the same movie? Yes. That's just my thoughts. So let's go based off of my most highly rated films. These are all the names I'm going to read off to you are 5 stars. Parasite, for obvious reasons. That one's not weird. Get Out, that one's not weird. Spirited Away, Baby Driver. I really liked Baby Driver, okay? I don't like Ansel Elgort. I obviously watched the movie before Ansel Elgort was like, you know, the way he is now. Also Kevin Spacey. Can't defend him, won't defend him. I'm also not defending Ansel Elgort in any way. I don't know. I don't support either of the fucking main characters of this movie except for Lily James and John Hamm and Jamie Foxx, because I love them all. So, yeah. Jojo Rabbit, obviously. Forrest Gump, I think I might need to reevaluate that one because I definitely don't think that movie is worth 5 stars. I think I was just like in a very hallucinogenic state of mind when I rated it this way. I also do have to preface, when I did get the app in 2018, I was rating things very high for no good reason. Like, I'm really good now at rating them around like what an average Letterboxd rater would rate it. But back then, I was throwing 5 stars around willy-nilly. That's why Forrest Gump has 5 stars. That's why Split has 5 stars. That's why Superbad has 5 stars. Not to say that Superbad is super bad, but is it worth 5 stars? I don't think so. Also, the people who are watching me right now, like, you have such a crazy visual with, like, let me describe it for the audio listeners. So, right now, it is, like, golden hour. So, the sun is kind of setting, and, like, my blinds are, like, halfway down my window. And so, the sun is kind of peering through the blinds, and, like, I just have I have horizontal blind lines on my face, like half of my face. So sorry if like half of my face is very overexposed. Now my whole head is in it because I moved my head. Anyway, if you're visual, I probably look stupid describing that, but it's for the people who are listening, because I know not everyone has the time to watch me. So I love watching visual podcasts, but I also, when I'm driving, can't watch it. So audio it is. Or like if I'm at work, you know? I also gave Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle 5 stars. Reevaluate that one. Happy Death Day. Would reevaluate that one. Purge Anarchy. Okay. This is where things go wrong, because I really, really, really loved the Purge franchise when it first came out. I was obsessed. And my obsession started with the second movie, not even the first one. I actually never saw the first one until like way more Purges had come out. I had only watched the second one in theaters with my parents once, and I like fucking loved the Purge. Like, I loved the idea, I loved the execution, all of it. Now the sun is really in my fucking face. But anyways, yeah, like I really, really liked the Purge franchise. As crazy as it sounds, I just did. So that's why they're like so highly rated because of that. I'm gonna like turn down my blinds a little bit. I know that sounds a little crazy, but like the sun is truly, it didn't help actually. The sun is truly stunning right now. She is like, I can't see a damn thing if I look out the window right now. So yeah, a lot of the Purge movies I've seen are 5 stars. And I sincerely apologize because they're not all that good. But to me, in that time frame, they were good. Like in that era of my life, they were good. We have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules, out of 5 stars, bitch, because it's the best Diary of a Wimpy Kid, obvi. Like, it doesn't get any better from that. Like, who has seen Dog Days? Who has seen Diary of a Wimpy Kid since they changed Greg Heffley? I know I haven't, so why would I? I have 16 Candles on here as 5 stars. Also, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the first one, the one that came out in 2004. I have such a strong attachment to that movie. I just really, really love it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. That's why it's 5 stars, and that's why I gave it a review. Obviously, the review says just kelp mustache. As you can see, my reviews are never in depth and like giving detail on the movie at all. They are just, it's like a tweet about the movie. I'm just trying to be funny and get someone's attention from it. Sounds really sad, but it's true. It's really true. Okay. Now that I've listed off some movies that are 5 stars on my list here, let's list movies that are lower on this scale so I can shock everybody. Number 1. This movie is half a star, which means it's absolute dog shit garbage. The Lion King. And I'm not talking about the live action one. I actually really liked the live action one more than the original, and that is crazy for someone to admit. It sounds crazy for someone to admit if you were a person who likes Lion King, but I don't. So it's not that crazy for me. I just really never got behind the hype of the Lion King. It's not for me. Don't like it. But hey, I'm just being a quirky, unique little girl, huh? Yeah, that's a half star for me. The King, which is a Timothée Chalamet movie that came out on Netflix. It's like supposed to be like he's a king. I honestly fell asleep during it, so if I fall asleep during a movie, it might not be good at all. So that's why it's 1 star. Radio Rebel is a 1 star, which is crazy. Okay, listen. I love Radio Rebel. And I know that sounds crazy because I just said 1 star. But listen, for nostalgic purposes, it's not a 1 star, but like in in a realistic sense, movie-wise, from someone watching it from like an actual professional standpoint, it's a 1 star. It's just not good. It's not giving. I truly really hope I can fix the way I look visually right now, because I'm like looking at what I look like through my viewfinder and I look so whitewashed from the sun. Like the only way I can like maybe look normal is if I bend down all the way or I'm just like out of frame, which like that's not interesting or entertaining at all. I gotta be in the middle, and this is what I look like in the middle. So maybe if I back up, nope, still look weird. Okay. A lot of movies that are on this 1 star include Noah Centineo, for good reason, obviously. Box office bomb. That was a callback to my last episode, if you heard it. We have La La Land, 1.5 stars. Listen, I will say, I never finished watching La La Land. But what I did see, I clearly did not like. Thus, 1.5 stars. Anytime I say that, or I say that I don't like La La Land, it evokes such a negative reaction, like as if I said a slur. I just don't like La La Land. But guess what? I fucking love musicals. Ain't that something? Huh? Maybe I should just rewatch it. Maybe. My cat just yelled at me. She didn't. She just said, yelling maybe? I don't know. A lot of the ones that are 1 stars are also just like terrible. Like you wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. Like They Them. It's a movie with Kevin Bacon in it, and it's on Peacock, and it's supposed to be a horror movie about an LGBTQ plus conversion camp, and it's terrible. It's a waste of time. To tell you the truth, it's a waste of time. Little Women, 2 fucking stars. I love Saoirse Ronan. I love Emma Watson. I love, who else is in this? Florence Pugh. I love Timothée Chalamet. I love Laura Dern. Love Meryl Streep. Hate Little Women. It's so boring. I feel the same way about Pride and Prejudice. I love Keira Knightley. Sorry, Keira. The movie's kind of boring. What are you gonna do? I think I just don't like time pieces or period pieces. I think that's the problem. Like it's just like there's not enough stimulation coming from these movies. Gets a little boring. Not gonna lie. We have Beetlejuice, 2 stars, as it should be. It's not that good of a movie. Beetlejuice in himself is like a terrible character. Winona Ryder might just be the only good thing about the movie. I'm gonna be so upfront and honest with you right now. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 gets a 2 stars from me. Now, I watched all of the Harry Potter movies, not like, okay, because everyone's seen Sorcerer's Stone like so many fucking times. I've seen like at least the first 2 movies more than once, but I did have a movie marathon where I watched all of it, and I watched like most of them for the first time. And I guess I just really did not like the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I can't tell you what happens in it because I don't remember. But if you like Harry Potter, then you know what happens in that movie, and let me know if you agree. I don't remember what happens in the movie. But I gave it 2 stars, so clearly wasn't that good. Godzilla vs. Kong, the new one that just came out in 2021. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Godzilla wins. Yeah, we're... Hold on, my chair. Yeah, I'm spoiling things in this fucking podcast today. Godzilla fucking wins. Millie Bobby Brown is in it though. She's like, she literally becomes like best friends with King Kong. Let that sink in. Rango, 2 stars. I know Rango is like such a highly rated, like a lot of people love it. I don't. I gave it a review. I said, the social anxiety this one chameleon had, unlike anything I've ever seen before. And I stand by that. Johnny Depp, why are you so anxious in this movie? Stop it. Space Jam, the original, 2 stars. Terrible. Grown Ups, the first one, 2 stars. Terrible. My favorite Grown Ups movie is Grown Ups 2, and it used to be, fun fact, used to be one of my all-time favorite movies. But since then I've grown. And we've upgraded to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So there you go. The Kissing Booth has 2 stars from moi. Listen, I will watch that movie a bazillion times because it sucks, but it's so good I can't look away. It's like a car accident. Like, it sucks, but I love the drama. I love Joey King. After has 2 stars. My chair is really going low in this very moment. It's kind of hard to focus on anything besides my chair going really low. The Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield one, obviously, 2.5 stars. I don't like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Sorry. It's true. Like, okay, as much as he might be the best one in terms of like he looks just like, or like looks the most like him, is like the right age for it, or just like his voice, like everything, like I don't know, whatever argument people like to make for saying Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man, I completely disagree with all of it. I love Tobey Maguire. I know he looks so old, but I love him in the Spider-Man movies. And Tom Holland, obviously. That sounded really forced. I love Tom Holland. I love him in Spider-Man. I think he's a good Spider-Man. I don't think any of the Spider-Mans have ever been the best Spider-Man. Let's just leave it at that, because it's a fucking comic and everyone's gonna get their panties in a bunch about this. Like, it's honestly up for audience interpretation of who is the best Spider-Man, because everyone has their own opinions. I think Tom Holland and Tobey are the best. I mean, like, even in the newest Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, everyone understands. Like, everyone disses Andrew Garfield, so obviously I'm not the only one who feels this way. Okay, we're gonna take a break from looking at those highly rated, lowest rated, to talk about some lists I have. Every year I make a list of all of the movies I watch every year. But last year I decided to do something different. I did do a list of all the movies I've seen, but I did a list of the top 10 movies I watched in 2022 that came out in 2022. Did I ever finish this list? No. I'm missing one more movie, but I don't know what movie deserves to be in this list anymore because it's not 2022. And I just haven't found anything that's worthy of being in here. So Like, I want to make it, like, mean something, you know? I don't just want to, like, willy-nilly throw in a fucking random-ass movie from 2022 that I haven't seen and just, like, call it a day. Like, I want to have seen it and, like, have a general understanding of what happens in the movie before I decide, yeah, this was one of the best movies I saw this past year. But I'm going to read out the list anyway. Okay. For number 1, my top movie of 2022 that came out in 2022 is Black Phone. Black Phone is one of my favorite movies. I think I also just really, really like the horror movie genre. It's just so good. Like, I am a sucker for horror movies. I don't get scared, or if I do, I just be a big girl and go through it. But yeah, Black Phone was one of the ones that just was so good. It did everything correctly, did everything it needed to do. The house at Halloween Horror Nights was perfect. There was just no flaws in this movie. And it even made some people fall in love with Ethan Hawke. Scary. Not me. Not me, though. This does remind me of a time where one time, this was recent, me and a couple of my friends, we were watching The Nightmare Before Christmas, and the movie starts, and I ask, who here has a crush on Jack Skellington? The room falls silent. Crickets. They look at me, and I say, I don't. I was just asking. Just wanted to know, because I felt like someone in this room had to be in love with him or, like, have a crush on him. The stares I was getting, like, it was so embarrassing, because I swear I don't have a crush on Jack Skellington, but the way I phrased the question really made it sound like it, and it was really embarrassing at the time. I'm over it now. I think it's really fucking funny, because, like, imagine minutes into a movie, seconds even, an animated movie, you ask who's in love or who has a crush on the main character. And they're not, like, supposed to be conventionally attractive. So it's literally just a big, like, a tall ass slender man that's all bones. Huh? Why would you have a crush on that? I don't know. I don't. So maybe there's someone out there who's watching or listening to this podcast right now that does have a crush on Jack Skellington, and if that's the case, I'm so sorry for you. Okay. Back to the list. Number 2 is Glass Onion, the Knives Out murder mystery movie. Such a highly anticipated movie for 2022. I don't think it was nominated for any Oscars, though, which is a thumbs down for me. Actually, I think it did get nominated, but it got nominated for something, like, it was worth more. Like, it should have been nominated for something, like, a better category, but it was nominated, I think, for, like, best screenwriting, which, like, yeah, it is good screenwriting, but it deserved better. A lot of people love Knives Out and Glass Onion, so I think it should have deserved a better category to win. But anyway, really fucking love that movie. It's so good. I love Daniel Craig in it. Benoit Blanc. There's no recreating that character. There's no recreating that voice he makes. It's perfect. All the way around. The Easter eggs. Everything is perfect. Janelle Monáe. Mwah. Love her. Number 3 on the list. Nominated for 11 Oscars. Everything. Everywhere. All at once. You still haven't seen that movie? This far into your life? This far into this year? You didn't even watch it last year? Worry, darling. Go fucking watch that shit. It's so good. You won't, like, regret it. It is a little long, but it is so worth it. And Michelle Yeoh kills it. Like she always does. She understands the assignment in every movie she's in. Number 4. Number 4. I'm, like, silently screaming because I love this movie so fucking much. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Need I say more? It's so good. Please, like, do yourself a fucking favor and watch that shit. What's it on? Your favorite illegal movie website. Go watch it on there. Do me a big, big solid and watch that shit. Number 5, Turning Red. Love Turning Red. No sort of problems or issues with Turning Red. Love it. Watched it like 2 times last year. Really, really liked it. Love the animation style. Pixar keep making them look like that and keep making stories like that, because that fucking movie was good. Next one, another animated movie, Minions: The Rise of Gru. Let me tell you how fucking crazy that fucking movie was in theaters. Watch that shit. Oh my god, like the meme about men or boys showing up in suits was real. Like, I witnessed it firsthand at the movie theaters. Someone threw a banana at the screen. The screen. You know, the screen we were all watching the fucking movie on? Yeah, they threw a fucking banana at the screen. The adults in front of us, laughing their asses off. I've never, ever in my life heard laughter like this. It almost seemed staged. It seemed fake. It was very real. It was just a crazy overall time, but the movie was so fucking good. Laughed my little ass off. They need to keep making more movies like that. Number 7, another horror movie. You sensing a pattern here? I either love really, really childish animated comedy, or horror, which is really funny. Like, such a drastic change. But yeah, anything coming of age, horror, comedy, I'm sucked in. I'm locked in. I'm watching it. So anyway, number 7, Barbarian. Holy shit. Don't go into this movie with any expectations or any knowledge on it. Just watch it. Like, I'm not even going to give you a preface of what happens. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm just telling you, go watch it. It's on HBO Max, and you won't regret it. It has Justin Long in it, and he's not an important character. Debatable, but he is in it. So is not Bill Skarsgård. Yeah, Bill Skarsgård. Also not that important of a character either, but I'm just listing men like there wasn't a main female character. You know what I mean. Just fucking watch it. Just do yourself a favor and watch it. That, like, if there's a movie that makes you feel more tense and, like, anxious, it's that one. It's that one. Next one is X. Multiply. Ed Sheeran album. Just kidding. It's just called X. It's just an A24 movie. It has Mia Goth in it. It's obviously, if you haven't heard, in the trilogy that they're making, Mia Goth, Pearl, X Pearl. Waiting on the 3rd movie. But really good. Has Kid Cudi in it. Again, another horror. This one is a slasher though. Really fucking good. Love it. Jenna Ortega. Love it more than Pearl. That's why Pearl is not on this list also, because we're reaching number 9, and I don't have anything else after this because I never, ever sought out another movie to see. I did want to see The Menu. Saw, like, the second half of it. Wasn't that good, so I was really hoping The Menu would be good enough for me to put on this list, and then it wasn't, so it stays top 9 movies of 2022 forever. But number 9 is The Banshees of Inisherin. This movie is really funny. It takes place in Ireland. It's just really funny. If you want to see Irish people talking, literally, if you just want to see Irish people talking, it's on HBO Max. It's nominated for a couple Oscars. Totally would give it a shot. If you have like an hour and a half to kill and you're bored and you want to see something new, something funny, I would recommend it because it's crazy, but it's also funny. And that is that list, unfortunately. It'll never see top 10. It'll only ever be top 9, I think. maybe next year, maybe this year it'll be top 8. The standards are getting higher and higher for me. I think I'm going to end the episode there because we're almost reaching 43 minutes and I can't believe I've talked this long about movies. I love movies and I will keep talking about them for the rest of my life. But if you guys ever want a part 2 of me diving into my Letterboxd app and talking more shit about movies or recommending more movies to you, let me know. Because I could totally do a part 2 of this. Any other day. Any other episode. Yeah. I was told from a coworker, Monica, that I should show my cat in an episode. She's currently sleeping right now, but I'm gonna go grab her. So if you guys hear dead silence for a second, it's because I stepped away to go grab her. But I'll be right back. Hey, little baby, I showed the camera. So sorry about this. So sorry about this. There she is. Look at the baby. Oh my goodness. Can you breathe into the mic for us? No? Oh, well, that's too bad. Look at my face. Oh my god. Okay, I disturbed her from a nap to do this. I'm gonna put her back. So sorry. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. Oh my god, a squirrel just walked right past my window. Anyways, the ADHD came out. I'm not even diagnosed. I just threw that out there. Let me take that statement back. I'm not diagnosed. Don't want to spread misinformation. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I want to and I said so. I will see you guys in the next episode. Let me know how your week is going. Hopefully you had a good week. Week's over. Almost. It's the weekend, baby. Hey. Stay super sharp. Use all 5, 6 senses. Alexa, how many senses are there?
From termpaperwarehouse.com. Humans have 5 senses: touch, feel, taste, see, and hearing.
You hear that? That was really loud according to my mic. Use all those 5 senses to stay slay, sexy, sharp, sophisticated, and smexy. Okay, I'm gonna go because that was really embarrassing. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one. Love you. Bye.